But why, some say, the moon? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain?
Hi, Dick Siegel, NationalEnquirer.com, and I'm sitting with the famous Dr. Rendezvous, alias Buzz Aldrin, Man on the Moon, who's here to promote his new book, Magnificent Desolation. What were your dreams growing up?
Buck Rogers? Not really dreaming. Flash Gordon.
Can you tell us what was the origin of your Dr. Rendezvous nickname from NASA?
I patterned things after the Gemini situations, and it turned out that while I was doing that, we decided to go to the moon by a technique called lunar orbit rendezvous, which meant that in order to get home safely, people had to rendezvous at lunar distance by themselves. And was in the right place at the right time. And I'm still in the right place at the right time.
What was it like when you actually went down the lander on the LEM to touch on the lunar surface, when you touched down, and you came down the ladder? What was going through your mind?
Well, I got down the bottom, and just like we had planned before, Neil hopped up to the last step on there and then down again, so I did that. But I missed. I underestimated or overestimated my ability to deal with it. So the first thing I did on the moon was a failure. It's awesome to really think of being there on the moon, seeing things that people have never seen before, and then doing the very best you possibly could to avoid making any mistakes or anything.
And what was the secret you revealed about the felt-tip pen in Magnificent Desolation?
When we came back in from prancing around on the surface of the moon, I had first choice, so I elected to sleep on the floor, or try to sleep, and I saw a circuit breaker that was broken off, and I looked up to see which one it was, and it was the engine arm circuit breaker. That's kind of necessary for the engine to light up so that you could get back home. I used my favorite writing pen, which wrote very legibly, and it was felt tip, so I pushed things in with that.
Now, you touched the stars and then fell back to earth hard, as you describe in the book. When did you first realize you had a drinking problem coupled with clinical depression?
You know, you have to face up to what it is you have to deal with. You accept yourself, and that's one of the first steps you need to take in recovery, is to accept the fact that you've been directing things in the wrong direction, and you have to begin to turn your life over to a higher power of some sort, and those are the early steps in recovery.
And you also write that every Superman needs his Lois, that true love pretty much brought you out of the depths.
Well, I was certainly on my way, and I met a charming lady, and I was getting a little tired of being a bachelor, and she appeared to be the most likely person, and I've been so convinced of that ever since, and together we make 1 + 1 be much, much more than 2.
Popular belief was we'd be on Mars by the 1980s, and we obviously didn't.
Well, there's no doubt that Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo advanced the state of human exploration far ahead of whatever's normal, but in a direction that takes us on a pathway to much greater achievements.
Is that what your new program, Share Space, is all about?
No, Share Space is really about sharing space with a lot of people. Global space leadership is the objective that I'm striving for through charting a course, a challenging course of settlement at Mars.
Since we're here, why don't we recreate the moon landing? Your famous lines, contact light, okay, engine stop, if you could say that right in the camera, and I'll just play Neil. No, I won't play Neil. But you just...
Contact light, engine stop. ACA at a D10, 413 is in. We're on the moon.
And we're here with Buzz Aldrin. Thank you for returning to Earth.